we got Marcus. Marcus, who wants to talk to us from Texas. Marcus, welcome to Truth Wanted. What's going on?
First of all, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting you to take the call this quick because I really needed to change my shorts after that story you just told.
Listen, Marcus, I get it. It's a very spooky tale, but you know, I don't know what can I say. It's something you got to watch out for. You know, you never know when these followers come to get you. But anyway,
they might even come to your door.
All right.
Yeah, it's a PSA if anything, I would say. But go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to try to compose myself here and ask a little bit lighter question than that was. So I'm just kind of curious in the spirit of the season here. I wanted to find out if any of the hosts, or even maybe all of the hosts, have had some sort of an experience that might be somehow characterized as supernatural or something you couldn't explain, and maybe like to hear about what they were.
Okay, yeah. Good prompt. Infidel, I'll start with you. You got one?
You know, unfortunately, I think that all of my stories that are unexplained probably start with taking an illegal substance. So, you know, that probably throws them right out of the window, right off the top. So, no, it seems the ghosts have been avoiding me, and honestly, I can't blame them. I'd probably avoid me too if I was a ghost.
Yeah, I could see why you would say that for sure. So nothing, no supernatural experiences at all?
Well, I guess I probably had a few of what I would define as supernatural, but there would have been woo moments at church. But beyond that, nope, nothing.
Okay, all right. What about you, Jamie?
So here's the weird thing, and it's in kind of a boring thing as well. I've experienced plenty of unexplained things I can't quite put my finger on. But my senses are compromised. I mean, the blind thing is not a joke. I also have things like tinnitus and stuff. So hearing weird noises, seeing weird things, having weird sensations, these are all actually relatively mundane occurrences to me. So the things that some people breathlessly tell me they've experienced as evidence of the supernatural is... I see weird shit every day, like floating apparitions in the corner of my eye, weird lights that come and go. It's like, well, yeah, welcome to myopia, welcome to vitreous detachment. And I have actually intentionally been to what were purportedly supernatural events. I think I've told this story on the show before. I've been to a spirit healing. I had a spirit surgeon operate on my eyes to try and heal me of my malady. He purported to be able to invoke the spirit of a 19th century genius surgeon into his body and use no physical tools, only the spiritual to cure whatever ails me. And whatever he did didn't work. And some people would then say, well, that's because you're spiritually dumb. You are insensitive to the supernatural and therefore it won't affect you. You must be a believer for it to actually have any kind of consequence on your life. And I'm like, all right, I was born in the morning, but not this morning. You're gonna have to give me more than that.
That'd be crazy if, imagine you're trying to go in for surgery, but if you don't believe in the surgery, it's not going to work. Right? That's what they're saying, I guess.
I went into the dentist for a root canal, but I don't believe that dentistry's real, so I came up with 8 extra teeth.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, spiritual surgeon, folks, we haven't talked about that enough on this show, but they're exactly as you say. They're just people who say that they're surgeons and then don't actually do anything to you. Oh man. For me, I had this thing happen when I was a kid that I always thought was really weird, but as an adult, I just now understand. My grandmother, everybody has at least 2 grandmothers, right? I had my grandmother on my father's side died when I was 1. I didn't really know her at all. But when I was a kid, I thought that I had a dream where I spent time with my grandmother in heaven. Okay, and she was showing me things, and I woke up from this dream, and I was so convinced that it was this grandmother that I just had never really known. And when I was a kid, I had kind of cited that as like one of those personal reasons you kind of believe in God that you don't like really tell people, you know, but like it's just like one of those things. And now as an adult, I just realized like, oh, I just like I had a dream about somebody in heaven and I just like assumed that was my grandma. Like I didn't know what she was like at all. So how could I have known that it was like my grandma in the first place? It's just like my dream telling me that. It's not really anything. But yeah, that's like the probably weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. And I've definitely had like moments where you think you see something happen in real life that you think you had in a dream. You ever had like an experience like that? I feel like I've
had vivid dreams. But there's one thing I have observed is that if you start telling these stories or you start hearing people tell these stories in a group of believers, boy oh boy, does confirmation bias just run rampant through those conversations.
Right.
Anyway, we've rambled a bit.
No, I think we've told our lot here. Marcus, did you have any follow-up questions or alternatively a supernatural story of your own?
Well, I kind of do. I mean, I'm a little hesitant to tell it because I'm still a little weirded out about it myself, but I guess I'll try to do what I can here. It involves when I recently bought a house, and it was one of those things where we went out and we looked at the house. It was a beautiful home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, very nice landscaping and everything, and it was for a unreasonably low price. The realtor was not very forthcoming with why the price was so low. And we kept asking her, well, something's got to be wrong with this house. And she kept saying, no, they're just eager to sell. But even at the price, I was determining that there was something I'm not being told. So we kind of pressed the realtor a little bit more. And finally she told us, well, I can't confirm it, but what I was told by some of the neighbors is that before the previous residents left the home, they had their mother-in-law living with them. She was a little bit kind of not all there, I guess you might say.
Okay.
And she had visions of demons and things that were trying to drag her down to hell. And it kind of got around that this woman was feeling this way. And so the neighborhood all kind of contributed, I guess, to this feeling. So when they first tried to sell the home, some of the neighbors were coming up and telling them, you don't want to buy this house. Here's what happened, and this crazy lady was here. So, but being an atheist, I was fine with it. So we went ahead, we bought the house, we moved in, and everything was great for the first few weeks. And then I started having these really weird dreams. I don't know if they were predicated by knowing about this, but I was seeing what I thought was this person in my dreams. And they said, I'm in hell now, and I want you to come with me. So they started dragging me down. And
damn,
one of the nights I woke up, and it was kind of one of those super vivid dreams where you wake up and you're wondering, was it a dream? Am I still asleep or something like that? And all of a sudden I felt something pulling on my leg. I was getting really scared, but this thing, I think, was just pulling my leg, kind of how I'm...
I swear to fucking God. Right. Fuck you, Marcus. Fuck you.
Oh, my God.
Ah, God damn. I'm hanging up on your ass right now. Hold on, I'm dropping you. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.